Welcome back to Season 3, Episode 7 of Hardcore Minecraft. If you missed the last episode, we found a ton of precious resources in a nearby cave. Today we expand our storage in the house twice over with some really cool additions. If you enjoy the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribing, and hype the video if you think other people should discover this channel. Hypes are not available everywhere, so no worries if you can't. If you don't know what to comment today, comment Storage Wars, or leave an emoji for the sake of engagement. Let's hop into Hardcore Minecraft. Welcome back to Hardcore Minecraft. And today I actually have some episode ideas that I wanted to work on. Now, I did just kind of fill some stuff in here, and I was kind of thinking about what we can do with the house. So since last episode was a big adventure episode, I figured we could do some home improvement, some building, and just take care of this area in general. We've done some good things here, but our storage is a mess. Everything is a mess. We need to start organizing and just work on the house a little bit. So let's do that today. I actually went ahead and just did some preparation beforehand, and you can see we are now on 26.1.2. So we have the new baby models, and I mean, they look a little different. Well, obviously they look a little different, but I'm pretty indifferent to it. The cows look a little weird. The baby cows, they're a little weird. Some of them I'm like, that's a weird design, but then also I really don't care. So we're gonna start off by trying to get at least a Fortune 3 enchantment on some books, and then we'll continue on our house. Yes, because if you saw the last episode, we got a ton of diamonds, and I actually found just a little bit more. I think it was like 30 more diamonds while I was at the AFK farm down there, because I wanted to light things up and make sure that, you know, we had proper lighting in that cave, because the zombies in the farm keep spawning reinforcements, which isn't ideal. It doesn't affect the spawn rate, but it's also just kind of annoying for me. So I went there, found some more diamonds, just lighting up the immediate cave, and that's about all. So nothing too crazy. We were at about 31 on this stack, and so we probably, so we found 32. And yes, I know that looks like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, last episode we found that many diamonds. We found all of this practically last episode, and so just the immediate cave area and just kind of figuring out what the heck was going on in the cave that is under this hill was about it. I know it was like, oh my gosh, you found diamonds off camera, but they're still silk touch, so I haven't fully mined them, so you get to watch me mine them today. Let me do this. Okay, well, we actually won't need that much. I'm grabbing books because I do have 2 pickaxes, right? But this one just has efficiency, so I figured we might as well try for books, because we're going to get a lot more of those. Okay, I just need some more paper. I was like, what is going on here? Let's get the paper. Let's do this. And let's make some books. Now, I mean, 18 enchanted books, that's pretty crazy. We do have some stuff up here, but sharpness, you can't put any of these on. And I don't even think you can put sharpness on this. Yeah, okay, so I guess Bane of Arthropods takes up the slot that sharpness goes on, which I'm just going to make like multiple tool sets and armor sets, obviously. But before we do that, I would like to try and get Fortune 3. So we're going to see what we can get, and if, I mean, we don't get Fortune 3 immediately, it won't be the end of the world. But it'd be kind of cool if we could mine all of that. And I think I would do it separately just so that we have time. But it's also a 2-hour episode, and we've got whatever we want to do in terms of time. So why not try for it, you know? Let's see what we can get. What is this first? Feather Falling 4. Do I have Feather Falling 4? I do have Feather Falling 4. So that's kind of useless. Smite. I guess we can let's get a Smite book for that. Impaling 5, Feather Falling. A lot of impaling. Piercing would go on a crossbow, right? Yeah. All right. Well, we'll just grab that because it's kind of a junk one. Unbreaking 3. Fortune 1. Feather Falling 1. That's not terrible. Let's see. Unbreaking 3. But if we could get Fortune... Lunge. Oh, that's for the... for a spear. Yeah, might as well get that. You know, we have plenty of levels. Luck of the Sea, knockback, Bane of Arthropods. I guess Luck of the Sea would be more profitable in the long run. Protection 3, gonna grab that. And then what else? Lunge, sharpness, efficiency 1. Sure. I figured out that when you're working on some of this, like just enchantments, you can really get somewhere by just leveling up like these small ones. So like you can have power 2 and be good. And then like, well, I mean, these unbreaking 3s are good. But like also the sharpness and everything is something that we can have. Power, sharpness, no feather falling. Wow. All right. Let's go for this one. I mean, no feather falling, no fortune. Just keep getting these burner books until we run out. Fire protection, lure, piercing, sure. And riptide. Okay. So in that case, we should probably just make another diamond pickaxe and see what we can get. Maybe gamble a little bit. And we can sort through all of this. But I just wanted to see, because Fortune 3 would be great to have. And I'm going to keep trying until we do get it, because I don't think all of this, like this is so much stuff. And like we can just do, I mean, we've got diamonds. We've got other diamonds too. Like, it's not the end of the world. So let me do this. And then let me make a pickaxe real quick. Nope, we only need 2. That. Boom. Okay. And then we can begin with everything here everything we've got planned for today's episode. Now, I mean, it's worth a shot just trying on this. You know, you never know what you can get. Hopefully we get a really good pickaxe, but it seems like we haven't had that much luck. Now, it could be that we don't have enough bookshelves, but I also know that those high value items are pretty like rare in between. They just increase your chances with a full set of getting those high value. Really? Would this be Silk Touch too? I don't even know. Because like if we go for Unbreaking 2, we could get lower level enchantments of the ones that we want. But we could also just get another Silk Touch pick. I don't know. Because we're not going to get Fortune. That's for sure. Okay. Well, that's okay. Now we can combine this for a better Silk Touch pick, which I think is okay. But I was really hoping for Fortune, and unfortunately, Fortune, we did not get it. Now, I do have a few things I'd like to do first for today's agenda. I would like to go ahead and start with our cave down here, because I want to make a waterfall, but I also want to make like a secondary entrance to this cave, because it does take a long time to get down, well, to this area. So what I'm thinking is that we can do this, and well, first let me just block this off. I knew that would happen. Yeah. And then let me guess, it's going to go all the way down here. Oh, okay, cool. I was like, it's going to go all the way down here, and then we're going to be stuck. Nope. But, hold on. There we go. I wanted to fill this in because on this side of everything, you can see that pillar that I made. Dang, these Endermen really love this cave. Like, look at this. It's just like, I'm just going to start filling this in with dirt. That is not allowed, Mr. Enderman. And I would hope that you stop doing this. Yeah, because these blocks were not here. Unless they were. I don't know. He's picking up gravel. He's picking up all kinds of crap. Oh, you just place that one, you dummy. All right. And thank you all also for the last episode. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I dedicated the 15,000 subscriber statue to the silent viewers, and I'm glad that some of the viewers came out. and you're like, I'm a silent viewer. Okay, I'm going back to be silent. And that's okay too. You don't have to comment on every video. I just like to give some recognition to the silent viewers on the channel, of course. Now, I'm just going to fill this in like so. And you know what? We'll just keep it. We'll just keep it like this. Honestly, I don't even care if it's not all one level. I just want most of it to be one level because we're going to fill this up with water and make it so we have a nice little area to fall down into with our waterfall. So I'm glad I didn't get rid of these pillars because those are going to be useful in the long run. Well, they're not going to be useful, but they're going to look nice. So that's kind of why I did it. And then, of course, we'll decorate and whatnot later. Now here... yeah, we can just do this. Oh, okay. There we go. And then fill this up. And the reason I want to do this first is because we're going to come down like right here. So don't really want that to hurt us. There we go. And we'll just fill this in. We'll make it a little darker for a second, but that's okay. I am not a stranger. Okay, what are we doing here? Okay, good. I was like, come on now. This is getting kind of crazy. Let's go, and let's just dig this out. There we go. Really, you guys can't fill in? Maybe that'll help. Nope, that did not help. And then also, well, no, I did say today I wanted to do storage. We need to do that. I'm planning. So a lot of people are concerned about the fact that there's not a rail on this side. That's intentional. I'm going to add that rail as we build along. I'm actually going to build the storage area over here. That way, nothing bad. What? Nothing bad. That doesn't make any sense. So that way we can just have better storage. Now, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if they updated the way Minecraft's water changed at all, but I don't think placing all this water over... I don't know. Can you? I don't know. Source blocks and water are weird. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, wait. No, that's fine. Perfect. All right, so you just have to let it autofill, it looks like. And then that one's good. That's good. And just keep going here. Perfect. All right, now that's less dangerous for when we're about to dig. Now, I wanted to do something cool, like some kind of fish pond up top. Oh, wait, I also need to, let's see. So it's going to be like negative 699. Negative 691. Okay. So I should just shave this back a little. Oh, and I didn't combine. Okay. I'll combine these in a second. I'm going to shave this area back just because we're going to fall down through here. And yeah, just you can see why I would want to do that. But it's also not going to be, you know, our whole get up. Like, we're not going to fall all the time. We're just going to follow that initial dig through. And you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. Let me do this, and then we can come on up here. And I think it's funny, too, where our episodes have worked out to, there's a little bit of an offset. So the next episode that you'll see on Minecraft, or the Minecraft Let's Play, is that we'll be adventuring. This one will be building. And then, you know, we'll kind of just focus on getting some good content there, going alternating between the two. I try not to have too much building, but that's part of Minecraft. Actually, that's a lie. I'm going 100% on the building. But I try to mix it up for the adventurers out there in the audience. Okay, there we go. Got this. Everything's looking good. Okay. And then, oh, wait. Almost forgot. Let's do this. That should give us, I'm breaking 3. Not bad. Efficiency 2. Much better than efficiency none. And then here's where we are planning to work. Let's see if an MLG works. Yeah, getting better at it. And then we'll just dig down here. Now, this will be an alternate entrance because I'm also planning. I did not know that was that close, but I'm also planning to add our nether portal behind that waterfall because I don't typically enjoy the sound of nether portals, but we do need one. So I figured, why not just put it back here, and I won't spend too much time on that side of the house just because, well, why would I? Ow. Yeah. Oh, hello. Well, you kind of did most of our work. Unfortunately, that's just a little too low because I'm going to want it to be even with that. Should have known this, Minecraft. Come on. Woo! That is nerve-wracking and hardcore. Something that I probably don't want to do a lot of, but that is exactly why I prepared beforehand. Look at that. We got more coal. Oh, we also got a lot more of this stuff. See, what do we got? Efficiency 1. Yeah. Oh, and we do have 14 obsidian. So I was smart, thought ahead. That's good. Which means we can actually just build this part out too. Man, look at Beanin. Inadvertently being prepared. That's cool. I like that. And then I'm also wanting to do this first because, well, A, it can look nice. It can look cool. We're going to have a little bit of a reflecting path / pool. That wasn't supposed to rhyme, but it did. And we can just have a little waterfall feature. I was like looking at this and I was like, what would be cool? A water feature. We don't have too much of that. So that's what we're doing. And I think I might just go ahead and turn this into, like, how there's like slabs? Or, well, yes. Hey, do you know how there's slabs in Minecraft? Well, I might put slabs here. So it's just a little deeper. I don't know, because I thought about doing like fish in here, which in that case you'd want some dirt and foliage, but also we could just keep this like a sterile kind of vibe, but I could also do this because I do like fish. I enjoy like fish tanks in the game. I like the physical fish. That was something that I have always wanted in the game. So there's that. Now, how we can do this? Actually, you know what? We can do a pond over here. And then we can just have like a little pass through right here. So what is it? It's going to be 3, right? Let's see. This is wall, then 1, wall, and then 1, 1. Ah, okay. So, ooh, I know what we can do. We could do this, right? And then dig this out a little. Hold on, I might have an idea here. And then we'll do this. Because eventually I think this is going to be a part of the house, like right here. So I was thinking, why not have this to where like we can walk over it or something like that. Maybe? That might be useful. We'll try it out. I'm open to ideas. Let's see. We'll do walls here. And walls here. Kind of like a pond that, well, I guess just a pond. And I did try to move the beehive, but it turns out I do not have silk touch on my axe like I thought I did. I also added just like a better leaves slash bushes resource pack. Resource packs. Yeah, better leaves. This one right here. Yeah, just, I don't know. Wanted to change up the textures, add some quality of life. So, and I know for a fact that those are also in, what are they called? In Bedrock. So they're in those add-ons. And then do I don't have many glass blocks. Which that's fine, I think. Yeah, it's fine. We can use, instead of glass blocks, we can use maybe oak slabs. I don't know. Well, we'll figure something out. And the inspiration behind this, I mean, outside of just looking cool, would probably be. Oh, I really don't know. Good job, Beanon. Good job. But we'll do this to keep the, fish safe, and then this we can use for the ground. Ah, dang it. Yeah, I'm not too sure what we're gonna have here, but we'll figure it out. Again, this is why I build in sections. I think that's a good approach. So, oh, okay. So we don't have to worry too much. I like that. I also like, yeah, okay. I also like this. Okay. Sure, just do that. And then here's where we can just, I don't know, fill it in. Let me fill this part here. There you go. That should flow over. Not fully. Excellent. Also, don't forget to leave your quick question. I answer those at the end of every episode on the Let's Play and the Hardcore world. So that's always a fun way to engage with y'all. So we've got this. Keep that. Put you there. Okay. And is that? Oh, okay. That is not filling out. There we go. Make sure. Okay, cool. All good there. And then right here, we'll just do this. There we go. That should look good. And then do I want to do... Yeah, we can do that. Or should I just leave it and put slabs right there? I don't know. Sure, I can figure something out. But I do like this. This is kind of what I had in mind all along. But we're going to obviously just see what we can do with the house and just make things look nice. But I kind of like that. I like having a water feature. Just adds a little something. And then we can have that there so that nothing bad happens. And then we'll do this. And then dig a little bit back here. And that way we can have a nice nether portal just hanging out under here. Then we'll build the storage unit. We're not going to go into the nether today because, well, okay, we got good protection on that and good protection there. Could do with some better gear. So we'll wait until we have better enchantments for some of this stuff. But I think we're A-okay right here. And then we'll do this. Looks good. And then what is this? There we go. Yep, knew that was coming. And how can we do this? Is this 3 times 4 is 12, so we should have enough without the corners. That's good. So one thing I am always worried about is if I will have enough. And it looks like we will have just enough here. Hold on. Fix this. Because I know if I mess up on some of these, yeah, then it's just a straight hole to the ceiling or the surface. And I don't really want that. So I'll do this. Good. Place you here. Now, on this case, I think in hardcore wise, I think I'm gonna make our hub in the ceiling of the Nether. Someone did suggest that, and they said it would be a lot easier if I did that, and I honestly agree. So, I think that'll be the best course of action for me. Ah, I still got the last laugh. Well, no, technically I did, because I'm alive and the skeleton's dead, and so on and so forth. There we go. Let's sleep. And then we can start on the storage room. Now, I did do some preparation. Yeah, okay. Cool. So we'll use some of these for chests. I mean, we've already got a ton of chests anyway. So I'll just use a stack for chests. And then... Good. And then I would like to do... Was I using slabs or was I using stairs? Well, either way, we'll need stairs. So, we can do that. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Thank you. And then, let's see, cobblestone stairs. It was. All right, yep, got those. Good. Now let's see what we can do with this storage area. I'm not sure if we'll have too much building on the actual house, but we can always see what we get into. See how this goes. But I do know storage is a very important thing. So that's what we'll be focusing on. And this was the area that was scaring people. Rightfully so. Now, was I using... Okay, I was using blocks. But yeah, rightfully so. Y'all were getting scared. Well, not scared, but concerned, because you do know me. And then here we'll do... Nope, not that. Uh-oh. Ow! That was rude. Yeah, see, I'm glad I got this water down here. Alright, stop that. Enough out of you, mister. Get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. Perfect. Now, I'm actually surprised I fell there. I was holding shift. But, what can you do? There we go. And then here, we'll just do this. And then, boom. Just repeat here. So, see? Okay, so that's what messed it up. I was just on the stair itself. Go. Good. And then we can place this. Now, I'm not too upset that this is going to go into a large area. That's fine. I'll just figure something out. But also, it doesn't... You don't have to have a huge space for storage. So it's going to be like... Spot 1, 2, 3, then boom, and it'll be like that. And then from here we can just lay out our railings here like that, and then it should give us a good size comparison of our chest availability. Well, the room. I don't know. I have no idea. So I'll do that. And then it's what? 1, 2, 3. And then stone stair there. Yeah, and then we'll do this. Good. Now I'll go grab some more of the logs, and that way we can really flesh this out. But again, you don't need heinous amounts of space for storage. You can just survive with, I mean, a small amount of storage. This one, I mean, we just need it out of our like face. That's all. There we go. And then let me make some stairs here. Go. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, because then now I can just, well, actually, I don't know where it's gonna come out. I think I'm heading away from it. Maybe. I'm not too sure. Well, either way, we should be fine. I don't know, though. Now we're heading towards it. Yeah, it's right there. Which that actually kind of makes sense to me. Mainly because, well, you think about it. If I want to get down fast, I'll take the water route. But if I want to stop at a good spot, then I'll have an access point to jump off at, you know? Oh, well, yes, that's right, but not what I was looking for here. And then we'll just dig this out. Oh man, that efficiency, even though it's only efficiency 2, it does make it a lot easier. Oop. I'll have that. I'm going to try and make this look a little natural, but I'm not going to go too crazy. At least for now. Once I add details and whatnot, then we're fine. There we go. Should give us some more room. Yeah, and I'm not sure how I want to do this. Because I know we'll have space here, so this is going to be the third one, which means there's that, which is good. Good. Now, do I want to have... We could also treat it like a tree fort and then just build around this rock formation. That'd be kind of cool, you know? Work with the landscape. Maybe. You know, like carve out what we need to, but like obviously removing a pillar like that would make for not a very good time in terms of structural integrity. So what if we did like this, wrap the chest design around it? You know, it does get cramped. That is true. But we can just make this pillar just a little more friendly to us. Like here we just do this. And like let it stay a decent size just for the illusion that there's physics. I think that's okay with me. And like this is going to be also a large spot, which again I'm fine with. I'm trying to be a little creative, you know. If we're going to build some cool spaces, might as well be creative. There's you. Is this the third one? I think it is. Yep. So I'll do that. And then you here, make sure no, or I should make sure no mobs spawn here, but we'll be fine. Famous last words. Now, for our chest layout, just go ahead and do this where we get too fally downy. I don't know. And then, what are we working with here? Chest, yes. We can, I mean, I'm okay with just having chests like this. Because, I mean, like, it's not, it's a storage room, you know? Okay. And we can make torches. That's good. Well, yes, we should make torches, but I meant that we can use torches on that area. Let's see. Let's get some more chests going. Yeah. Don't have too much. Oh, whoa. What do I mean? Get more chests going. We don't need any. Grab these. Grab those. And we can also start sorting chests. I know some people actually enjoy chest sorting episodes. So, today's your lucky day. Oh, we can use these for our chests. Perfect. Nope. There we go. Sweet. That should probably be more than enough. I think so. And then let me make some more torches here. With this coal. It would be cooler if I had sure. It would be cooler if I had Fortune 3, but looks like that's not in the cards today. There's that. Hold on. Okay, those dang phantom cries, man. They get you. They really get you. You just sit down, hang out, and it's like, oh, baby's asleep. Baby's all good. And then, boom, phantom cries. It's like, no, baby's not okay. Speaking of which, tomorrow's going to be my first, like, day just kind of watching her on my own. My wife has to go to her friend's bridal shower, and it'll be about, like, a 9 to 6 ordeal. So, you know, we're going to see how that goes. I'm slightly nervous, but I'm ready, you know. I've got my notes on how to help take care of her and, you know, all the things they do. Mainly, I just don't want to mess up the routine that my wife has with her. So we're gonna see how that goes. Go, and then I guess, yeah, for here. Nope. We can. Do that. Now that. Yeah. Let's see. That's gonna. Yeah. Should probably go one more out. So like this. Yeah. Looks good to me. Because then that would look like this in practice. And then we just curve around here. Nice. Which will also give us just it'll give us some good coverage space. I don't know. I don't know, man. What do you want from me? There's that. And yes, we are working around these natural pillars, but that's okay. Good. Yeah, because if I come down like this area, I can just hop right into this chest room. That will kind of make this look a little more natural. Again, this looks like it's less of a pillar and more of a... Well, is it? Hold on. Yeah, but it's a bigger pillar, so it's okay. Hey, sometimes you just gotta have plot holes in your builds. That's all right. Yeah, and so we'll just do... Like, we took a little bit of rock from the wall here. Just do some of this action. Go. And make sure we can fully build out what we're trying to get. There we go. I know that kind of defeats the purpose of this, but yeah, what are you gonna do? I definitely need to make a crafting table. I know I have plenty of them up there, but might as well have one. There's that. That should give us just a little bit of leeway. Good. Good. Nice. Oh, it does feel good to have some storage solution. I tell you, that's the thing that gets you is storage. And especially late game Minecraft, it just becomes, how can I store this thing? And it's like, yes. Warehouses. And I don't know what I'm going to do for over here. Maybe like an auto smelter setup. Something like that. Eventually, I want to replace the... No, I said eventually, not Siri. Eventually, I want to play... Oh my gosh. Oh, good thing we have knockback. I need to light up the house. Whoa, don't do it! Oh, thank you. Extra thank you. I was afraid we'd have a problem there. Alright, well, let's sleep. See what we can muster up. That looks okay. I hope the running water kind of helps mask the sound of everything. Let's see what we got going on here. Some more of that. Perfect. Good. This place is starting to look good. I figured that would just always be empty in between, so hence the waterfall idea. But also, the waterfall is cool. I like it. Let's see. Okay, good. Gotta be careful here. You don't know when something might drop off. Yeah, see? Go. And then I will use these for stairs. Nope. That is absolutely not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. And then this. Then our cobblestone stairs. Oak stairs. Cobblestone. And oak. Nice. And then, yeah, here I can just do something like this. Maybe like where these are holding things up, we can have them go right here. Something nice. And then that way we can also put some torches out here. Just areas where I'm not too worried about falling. Do that. That. Perfect. That's all I need. Well, I guess I can do that and then replace this with our chains. Good. All right. It's looking good. Just keep putting our chests down here. Nope. There we go. Only 6 chests. Kind of crazy. Good. And then I'll do half. Yeah. I was like, we don't need that many chests, but also we do need that many chests. And good. And then here we can put, like, I don't know, something. This is just all about storage, so not too worried about if it feels a little claustrophobic. You know, fine. I'm fine with that. Good. And now we can start sorting our items because we have so many. So this will be stone. This will be dirt. This will be wood products. This can be cobblestone products. This can be gravel. Ah, that's nice. Oh, it does feel good to start to organize things. And then we'll organize this, and then before doing I'll do a smelting station later, but we can empty this out. No, wait, nope. There's that. There we go. Oh yes, we will need deep slate too. Oh, don't need that. All of this stuff I can throw in there. Oh, we can take the wood products. Okay, cool. I like to have somewhat organized storage. Now, will I label it? Who knows? It's a toss up on that one. It's 50-50. But at least right now, I am intent on doing that and having a good storage system. See, this is gravel. Did I grab that? Nope. But I did grab dirt. There we go. Gravel, wood products, and that it can be any type of wood. I don't really care. Cobblestone. Good. This can be like nature stuff, so that. And then we'll call sticks. Yeah, that. And this can be deep slate. And then we'll need like a mob drops chest, a building chest, some things like that. And tools. But I'd much rather get everything cleared out from the lower areas and then get things sorted. And then that way we can have something nice up top. Now I am thinking about what we can do for the dome. I was thinking if we could have like a little catwalk going through it, that'd be kind of cool. Something like that. I don't know. I try to have some good ideas here and there. Okay, good. And actually, all of this nature stuff, we can just, since I don't really use it, we can just throw it in like another area. Or we can throw it in the, what's it called? The thingamabob. And this one we can have andesite. Below that, we can have diorite. This one can be tough. Actually, we'll put tough under the deep slate. This can be like dripstone / weird stuff. That can be gravel. And that can go there. Mob drops. That's important to me. We can put those here. That looks about right. Good. We'll go get rid of all this nature stuff and then see what else we can fit in. And sometimes hardcore episodes just got to be the chill, just menial work, you know? It's not all about the glory. It is important to do stuff like this. Do we have that many saplings? I don't know. We'll probably be fine. I mean, we can always get more, so not too worried. Now, I would like to have like an armor stand in this house of like every type of armor, and hopefully have like an armor stand of every type of armor that also serves as like a purpose. But nah. That's later down the line. Let's see what's down here. Stone, andesite, gravel, diorite. Yeah, we'll just start working on all of these. And now I can go down here, make it super easy, which it's also part of building this is also why I wanted to put this here is because I didn't want to have something that I had to walk around and, you know, be out of sight, out of mind. I wanted something that we could have easy access to this. I think we did a good job with that. So I'm going to lower these down on the bottom. That way it doesn't get mixed up because I don't know how much grass I have, but let's see. Andesite. Diorite. Do granite. And then deep slate. Or not deep slate, the dripstone stuff. There we go. Some wood items. And then in this case, yeah, this can be a nature chest. Not sure where I'm going to put tools or whatever. I think I just talked about that. Come on, Beanin. Let's check over here just to make sure these last two chests are good. I think overall they should be. Not 100% sure. Yeah, this, like, nothing. Bunch of books. Good. Glad. You know what? We'll just take these up with us. Good. Yeah, we'll just have this here. And then if we want to, we can have a more permanent, temporary storage solution down there. I just figured we'd move everything up here so it's closer. All right. Wood. There we go. Like, wood's an important thing. But then also, like, tools are important. So, like, if we got mob drops here, I typically put tools above here. So this would be, like, armor, right? And we could do obsidian, because that's kind of like whatever. And then, like, functional blocks here. And some axe and some swords. Again, we can alter where we put this. Where's the mob drops? Oh, duh. They're right above the tools. They're right below the tools. Like, this can be like ores. Ores and ingots, stuff like that. This can be, since we've got wood, we'll do like building supplies behind it. And yeah, we'll work out a system, but this is just a lot better because now we've got some good stuff. I don't know why I keep going up these stairs when I have that waterfall right next to my house. Some habits are hard to break. We'll just do this. Oh, yes, we do need to get sand. I haven't thought about that. So, like, the cut copper we'll put in with the building stuff. And then the ores we can put in with everything else. And then, like, concrete, I think it can be its own chest because you get a lot of that. And I'm doing it again. Dang it. Come on, Beanin. Do this. There we go. So, like, gold nuggets we can put in here. Then, let's see, is this... Okay, yeah, that's gravel. Wood. Nature. Building. So that would be, like, this. Some of these blocks. This can be sand. I'd consider white dye building and ink sacks. It's technically an animal drop, but since I use it for building, we can make an exception there. And put that there. Put our grass blocks down here. Go. And that dirt. And then food, I'm just going to keep up with us. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Books. Again, I'll keep up with us. I mean, unless, well, I could just honestly just put like, nope. There. There we go. Have a stack of books on hand so that we can do anything. And I just realized I did it again. These habits are hard to break. Oh, I can't even go up, so I guess it makes a little more sense. But I should have it to where we can get through. I don't know. So ores. Get you. Exotics I would like to keep up with us. I'll just continue on doing this. I would like to have, so these bundles I'd like to keep up with us because I think deep storage is not for bundles. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Nope, this I can go down here. Dang it. I need to make like a hopper system or something. Something to like bring it all down here. There we go. Dirt here. Mob drops. I'd consider slime balls mob drops. Tools. And armor. You know, we can do this for now. Then wood. Nature. Good. Some wood. There we go. Here and then. Yep, this I guess is ores. And then from here, I can keep all that going around, just go right here. That's not terrible. Let's see. Here, yeah, I want to keep those up here. Get this. Put our apples in here. I do need to make like a gold farm as well. That's something on my list. There we go. Let me throw. I can switch these out because we'll likely put the books in like a library of sorts. This can be like our library. Yeah, that'll be fine. There we go. Throw this stuff. Man, it just feels so good to organize. Like boom, 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 boom. That's something we have been needing to do. It's gotten to a point. There we go. Let's throw these two books over here so we just have books. Put our wood here. Some deep slate there. Yeah, it's unfortunate side of everything. Don't have to walk all the way up there. Can do this. There you go. Yeah, we don't have that good of a helmet. But you know, that's okay. That's all right. Let's see. Is this okay? Yeah. This is still the chest we were working on. Fine by me. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't doing anything crazy. So like fences you could put as a wood category, but I'd honestly classify them as building. Because they're not like its own thing. Like, yes, I have stairs, but you can have a lot of stairs. Fences, I mean, you can have a lot of fences too, but let's be real. They're kind of, those are building blocks. Like this, I'd consider these building, you know, because you got ladders. It's kind of like the finished blocks. And then since these are kind of, I don't have to justify my storage system, but I'm just kind of explaining my thought process. Since these are like the actual just blocks of them, then I figured, yeah, we could just do this. Go mob drops. Boom, boom. And then I have a ton. So the reason I was thinking about creating a super smelter situation was because I have a ton of just things that I need to smelt in the bottom of my super smelter, or not my super smelter, my mob farm. Like this, we can put there because it's kind of a mob drop, but 50-50. Gravel, we're going to need to store flint. There we go. Tools and functional blocks. Throw that there. Deep slate. That was real southern. Just kind of oozed out. Do we have granite? Yes, we do. Good. Good. Things are looking good. Up we go. And honestly, yeah, I'm just glad to have these out of my way. We let the chest get a little too far. Oh, look at that. We're an hour in. We're doing good. So throw the food in there. A lot of apples. There we go. Yeah, we'll have something up here. But mainly that lower part's going to be deep storage. Now what's this? Oh, just more junk. Sure. We can sort these. Well, see, like, yeah, that. 100%. Throw it up here. Good. And like tools, again, go down here. We'll probably need a separate chest for armor. But I just don't keep that much armor on me. Just that sand. Now we're good there. Dirt. Oh, we got a lot of dirt, man. Functional blocks we'll throw here. And then, yeah, we can have these. Boom. Boom. Swear I would have had more of a bucket, but okay. Or more buckets, but I guess not. Like, prismarine crystals. I don't really know what to classify that under right now. But we can put that there. We can put that. Definitely want to keep the cherry saplings. Mob drops go here. Correct. Building. Yeah, see, like, I'd consider this a building block. Fences. I know. It doesn't make sense, but it kind of makes sense. Then oak slab. Cobblestone. Little piece of armor. I'll put that there. Where'd my building blocks go? There we go. Like a door, that's a building block. Diorite, you should be. I'll put the diorite. Ah, okay, it'll be right there. And then wheat we can put along with I don't know where. But I do need to revisit the what's it called? Mine shaft, because I want to make like I want to have a good set of scaffolding. Yeah. See, like chicken can go there. There we go. Things are freeing up here. That's nice. This will end up being like our workshop or something. Good. Chicken goes in there. Everything else is looking good. Down here. And yes, I know. Sorting things. Yeah, it's not the most riveting stuff, but it has to be done. And honestly, that's kind of one of the things I like about Minecraft, because when you get into late game, these things can be a very good way of staying motivated to play. And I've learned that. I'll turn you into white dye. Oh, cherry wood. because then you can go there. That. Yeah, I'll just do this because it's going to get turned into white dye anyway. The route we chose. Boom, Nautilus armor. This is a building block, yeah. Some shovel. My first pick. Iron nuggets. I think it should go lapis, coal, copper, iron, gold, diamonds, etc. Redstone, lapis, coal, copper. There. That one was pointless, but hey, gotta get your system sorted out. Wood, obviously. Dirt. There you go. Oh my gosh, we have so much dirt. Yeah, this is a building block. There. And it's nice. Oh, nope. It's nice because we can also add on to these. No, that's not. There. Good. All right, that's looking okay. Ah. This is nice. And then also, I wonder if we should put... yeah, we should. We'll go throw these away. We could build a fish, not a fish farm, but like a fish thing. A pond. That's what it was. But I think I might want to just continue on with the house. I don't know. Oh, that's where I can store eggs. Put you there. Put you down here. Looking good. Yeah, we're just kind of working on moving things around and kind of updating what's where. You know, what we're dealing with. Stuff like that. And with that note, let's go to sleep. Nope, of course. Oh, you just had to ruin my day. Oh. Hey. Hey. There we go. This is not a nice skeleton. Oh yeah, we got all this. Well, because like we can take this stuff down. I just want to save these because in case we get, or when we get what's it called, Fortune 3, I mean we'll be set. We'll be golden. I don't think we'll have to mine for a little bit. All right, so that's good. I'm glad we got that sorted out. I could also work on like the underground cave portion. Oh, hello. There we go. Either way. I don't know. This is just a nice, chill episode. And if you want to tell a story in the comments, you can. You know, I know. There we go. There's that. Good. Where's our ores? Nope. You go in there. They're in this spot. Yep. Boom. There we go. Then gold. This one, yep. And then iron. You know what? We'll do this. I guess these ones don't really qualify. Just turn these into blocks and blocks and blocks. Go. Yeah, because, I mean, these... Okay, so these only have 2 states, so we'll just follow that. And then... And that also only has 2 states. This has more than 1 state. So we'll follow this pattern. And this has just 2 states. Unless you have, like, the or. So we can follow that one. We'll go for this. I know none of this makes sense, but it kind of does. So this is where the process blocks go. And then, yeah. To be fair, we will have plenty more ore coming. And we'll do like that. And then you can go here. Yeah, there. Goes up in hardness. Nice. I think that's everything storage-wise. So we now have a few things we can do. We can continue building our house. Or we can build down in the cave. Personally, I'd like to build up here. Just kind of get some stuff laid out. But I also don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Does that make sense? So, like, let's get rid of these. And clear out this area. Oh, hello. You're gone. And then let's work on the entrance here. Get out of here. Go. There we go. Let's work on this area. We haven't shown some love to this side in a hot minute. There's that. And we'll just make sure this is all set. Do this. Good. So I'm thinking that this can be like the road up, and then this can be the house. So this will be the safe spot. Well, I guess we'll make down here like safe. But this will be the courtyard area, the patio, whatever you want to call it. And we'll have just like a nice area here. And I'm even considering just doing like a large pond, you know, for the courtyard. It's like if I did this, I think that would look real nice. And then this, because I want this house to be a part of nature. I want it to look nice, but I also want it to look modern. Something this. And then here, that's looking good. Right now, if you want to build ponds easily in Minecraft, I suggest just like picking a shape and then you just kind of like dig that shape around. You don't have to follow what I'm doing where I make sure it goes down by 1 block easily, but it does help, at least for me. You know, it adds some shape, makes everything all peachy, and yeah, I mean, it just makes sense to me. That's all. Like that, we'll just do. And I forgot I have kelp, so I can actually make source blocks of water. That's not going to be an issue. So we'll add this. Question is, though, where do we put... No, this will be a courtyard. So I'm thinking about following this line right here with stone. Oh, crap. All my stuff's down here now. Ugh. I'm thinking of following, like, this area where I was pointing with stone. Let me just grab some of this. Yeah, see, this nature chest is actually coming in handy now. There's the kelp. Wood. Do I? Oh, I only... Okay. So do I only have that? Looks like I do. We'll grab you. And we'll turn you into bone meal. Grab some string. Make some scaffolding. It's not terrible. Not the best. Good. Don't know where that came from, so we'll just throw those there. Stone. We'll take this. Glass panes. Oh, yes, we'll also need this. And those should be all good. Okay. Perfect. And let's get back up here. Oh no, what am I going to do? Psych. I have stone. Well, silk touch. But let's do this. And yeah, I'm thinking about just having this become... actually, no, I'll leave it like this. Maybe we should do... This is the main entrance here. So like that, and then... Yeah, we can have some space out here. I'm thinking of doing something like this. So it would obviously look like this. No, that's not what I want. I want this. Okay, I want to, yeah. I want to have these connect. That way it looks nice on the outside. Chicken. I'm going to have to ask you to move. Yeah, so we've got a lot of sharp edges and we've got a lot of round edges, which I like. And then we'll place this here. So you can see this whole hill is kind of going to just become our area, which, again, I'm excited. We'll have a nice spot here. There we go. And I'm kind of just, if I don't sound so, well, not like that I'm not enthusiastic, but I'm just focusing. That's all. Go. Fill these in. Oh boy, if you, yeah. You get into these corner pieces, it can get tricky. Hello? Oh, there we go. So, okay, that's not a source block, but this is. Ugh. And curved sides. And you know what? I think I'm going to keep some of these farm blocks because they're actually, they're great for they're great for decoration. Yeah. I was trying to say. Oh, should be going this way. There we go. Yep. That's all it needs. Okay. I'm sure what's going on over here. I think we all are, actually. Huh. That's fine. Oh. I'm confused now. Is it because I'm not filling these in up here? Is that why? Nah, we have to be. There. What? No. There. Okay. Sorry, I know this part is like riveting commentary, but I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. Okay, so I can get that. That's fine. There we go. Oh, okay. Nothing crazy is going on. I just source blocks. Well, then in that case, I can just do this, right? There we go. Go away. Good. There's... Oh, okay. Yeah, so... Oh, okay, that fixed it. I was going to say, if you're having trouble, the easier thing to do is to dig these down layer by layer and fill it up before you start digging. But other than that, you should be fine. This one was just kind of a little iffy of a design. I don't know. I don't know what I'd call it, but yeah, I just got confused. So before people are like, you should be doing this. I know, don't worry. It is easier to do it like that. But this one, I don't know. I just had a brain fart. It's been a long day. There we go. Let's sleep before anything crazy happens. Especially, you know, with that guy over there. Excellent. Oh, I was going to say you'll probably catch on fire soon. Nope. Like here. And build our lagoon. And then yeah, just do this. Make it nice. And I messed that up. Oh. Okay. Good. And then yeah, okay. I was like, where's the running water sound coming from? Right there. It's looking nice. Okay. Gosh. I keep thinking the baby's crying. So she's not, but never know. And you know what I might actually do? I might just... Nah, I'll keep it natural. I'm going to say I might just throw this out, but I think if I just follow this line, then we'll be okay. I was going to try and make like a divider for our retaining wall or something, but that's okay. We can just do this and then expand down just 2. That was not supposed to happen. There we go. And this is just a part of like what I do to make my builds just a little safer, you know? Eliminate some of the mobs that want to walk up on you. Be like, hey, it was good. There you go. And that's good for now. And let me just put dirt there. So that way we have a decent spot. And then we'll do this. Nice. And I do... Where's... Okay. I do want... Maybe this could be my bedroom over here. Oh, but I like that side. Oh, no. That can be the kitchen. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I figured that would happen. Good. But then again, this could also be a cool little spot. Oh, we should so totally plant a... what's it called? A tree. No, a cherry blossom tree up here. That look nice. And then, let's see. Can I do... I can do this, right? Oh, yes. That looks nice. I like that. There we go. Some cool action. I don't know what this is, but it's fine. We can just have a really straight segment, or I can just do like that. That doesn't look so good, does it? No. Nah, whatever. I'm focusing too much on the small things. There we go. And then this. Be here. That way, you know, like if a mob comes up here, they're not going to easily get in. And I'm thinking here can be more, not galaxy. Galaxy? Good grief, Beanin. This can be, oh wait, we can have another shape here. That's right. This can just be like a glass. There we go. Why? How did I get galaxy? Whatever. Have my galaxy brain moment. There we go. I like that. Now we can do this. Build here. And maybe this can be my bedroom. I'm not sure. Because what happens when you like hide certain things, it limits your oh crap, I forgot about that. It doesn't limit your like ability to build, but it limits reasons to build, which that can also be something that burns you out. So that's also why I try to give each purpose its own, or each purpose its own building. So in that case, I know that sounds like weird. You're like, being, what are you talking about? I'm trying to just let it have, you know, its own space. So like I could have 2 of everything up here. I don't. That doesn't sound terrible to me. See, I wish rain would cure concrete. Oh well. There we go. Yeah, and we'll toy around with like hidden lighting and whatnot. But this is looking good. And then like here, what are you gonna do? Like this. Just carry this out. And put you there. Ta-da! Oh. Didn't mean to do that. Good. Yeah, because now we can have some cool stuff in this area. And then this can just be, yeah, an open spot. Maybe I should do stone here. And anvil can go in there for now. You can go here. Good. Yeah, and then we can do a stone section right here. Because this is like a transitional spot, I guess. There we go. No! Ah, fine by me, actually. And then this will probably get moved to something. I don't know. Okay. I do like this as my bedroom, though. So we'll probably keep this. The question is, will I upgrade it to just be concrete? I'm thinking so. I think this will finally just be concrete. But now we can do something cool on the other side where we can have a top level storage room. And by doing that, we have access to things up here. So the lower section will be deep storage, and then this top section can just be like everyday storage. So 2 storage solutions. Maybe a little redundant, but I can see myself in the long run thanking me. Oh, thank you, Beanin. No, you're welcome, Beanin. Let's just use this for overflow at the moment. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, because like this side can be our utilities area. Oh, gotta get these. Uh-huh. And then... and like right here, this is going to be... I'm thinking if this is going to be... storage, then we should do one out like this, then like that. Build just a little bit right here, and we can overhang this because we will need it. I don't really want to destroy this farm spot, but I also don't want to... well, I don't want to destroy the hill, but I also don't want to make something look weird. So that's kind of my thought process here. So like, let's do... do this. And then zombie early. We can do... stop that. Get out of here. We can do this. Yeah, I don't want too much of an overhang, but I don't mind one. Because we're going to have block here. Oh, dang it. Then we'll do this. And then we'll even do this one too tall. Because why not? Actually, do I have it too tall on any of the other overhangs? I do want to keep that part consistent. Hey, okay. Now, hold on. Okay, good. I thought we were missing something. We might just have one tall overhangs everywhere else. Let me see. What do you look like? Well, first, we can always fix it. Let's do this. Not what I wanted. There we go. Place this here. Although we could, even though this has an overhang, we could use it and fill this out down below. Don't see that as an issue. Let me see if we have only one overhang over here. Since we're using slabs, I think that might be the case. See, is it just one? It is just one. Hmm. How do I like that? Do I want this to be 1? I mean, yeah, we could. Although that might make... Ah, who cares? I'm going to say that might make this wall look a little weird, but I'm not too worried. We can do realistic if we need to. And realistically, you would not have... I don't think you'd have that much weight cantilevering. I think that's the right term for this. But you would not have that much weight hanging off of this. Ooh, look at that. Got some... Nope. I'm clicking everywhere but the right spot. Now, normally, I do have too tall, but... Well, too tall, cubes. But since we don't have a floor below this, we'll be fine with just one. Let me do this. Plus, I can add a basement down here or something. I don't know. On hilly terrain, it's important to have... Yeah, like, you're going to see these tall retaining walls on the foundation. So that's all I'm trying to think. I know I'm getting too lost in the details, but also you can never get too lost in the details. Well, you can, but a good balance, and I like to strike that balance. And so this one won't be... well, I should probably put the tools and stuff up here. That'd make a lot more sense. Yeah, this one won't be anything too crazy. We'll just have our space right here, and then build a divider here or something. And yes, I will light this area inside up. Let me do this. And again, this will probably turn into something in the future, but right now it's just this. And then see what we can do. Boom. 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 Then boom. Boom. I actually would like to keep this way. We'll recycle the wood and use this. And this also looks exactly like the soundproof paneling I just put in. It sounds like I'm advertising it. I'm just proud of it. Nope. There we go. Oh, good. That stuff is exempt. Now, it doesn't look the best, but I figured that once I get into a house that I actually own, then I would take the time to make it look nice. And by looking nice, I just mean there's like tiny gaps in it. It's not the perfect aesthetic gaming room ever. But again, this is also more of a hobby than anything. Nice. Oh yeah, that's going to be a nice little chest area. And I think it's going to be cool that we have this mostly made of glass. Just being able to see into here will be cool. And see out. Because, I mean, we should have a ton of glass. I mean, you're crazy if you don't. I think I honestly might just open this up. This looks a little weird. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Just bedroom as soon as you walk in. And this will become the floor. And we'll put real ceiling in. And we can have like a utility room over there. In the case of this, I would like to just have a good old concrete ceiling. Okay. A little too much there. I don't need carrot. Okay. Good. Now let's just go over here. Work this out. Fill in this floor. Boom. And if you ever were wondering, this is how you do a checkerboard. The more you know. Boom. I hope, well, I hope you know how to do like a normal checkerboard pattern. If not, that's okay. Took me a while to figure out some of the checkerboard patterns, but you get there. Boom. Nice. Yeah, we do have a lot of windows. Again, I think that's how it should be, though. I, for one, like it. And did I mess that up? I did. You should be like this. No, that, okay. Wait, what? Did I have that right? Oh, no, that's where I messed it up. There we go. Ah. Oh, wow. Okay, I completely messed everything up. Just did not pay attention, huh? Yeah, so you're going to be that, and you'll be that. There we go. Okay, we're back in the groove. I was like, what's going on here? Okay, that is correct. Okay. Oh, I apologize for the gas. It's like I had, I mean, like a normal sized dinner, but whatever I had, it's making me gassy, and it didn't really make my wife feel too good either. I hate that sometimes that just happens though. Like it's not like, it's not food poisoning. Don't get me wrong. We are not going through that right now. But it's just like something just doesn't sit right with you, and then you're just like uncomfortable. Tisk tisk. That is the annoyance of life. Go. Ah, that's good. And yeah, I guess we'll have like a proper pattern change in the floor. But I mean, looks fine if we just do this. And then I guess right here will be where the divider is. Yeah, cool. Oh, that's not too bad. Go to sleep. And yeah, everything is kind of risky right now, but we'll eventually fix it. Here, so people don't get too worried, I'll place these here. That way we have some kind of protection. Okay. And then let's get these so that we can build our little area. But I would like to do this right here with the stone. Ow. This is just going to be a nice little dividing piece. Maybe like the end of a hallway or something. But we'll have you sitting like that. And then there we go. Let's see. Do I have? I do. Nope. Good. I like that. And then let's place our glass. This is looking good so far. go. So we can consider the cave like deep storage, and then anything else we'll put up here. Because I realized that like some of the things we did need, like the tools would be useful to have up here. Ores, they're a little more useful. And then honestly, we should have multiple, I guess it's smart to have multiple storage rooms in a build because, well, especially in survival, because like you need that backup space for the building blocks. So that I think we'll stick with that. Let's see. I like what we've got going on here. I think we could have more if we harvest these logs up here. Because we only need one more row. And this needs to be concrete anyway. Go. That, I mean, it might not be all, but go. Might have some might have fallen down there. We can check. Hello? Aha. So yeah, I mean, slowly but surely we're building things. That should be enough. Let's boom. Oh yeah, that one was easy. Yippee! And then, like here, where can I put this? Can we just do something like that? Yep. But I did it in the wrong spot. Should be right here. There we go. Nothing too crazy. Something necessary. Yeah. That way we can have like a nice little spot to ourselves. Can I turn these? Oh, yes, I can. We'll turn these into chests, obviously. And let me, well, we'll make these chests. There we go. Yep. I'm gonna say, let me figure out what we can do with these. I'm thinking if we just do like 2 on this side, and then we'll see how this plays out. Oh, perfect. Yeah, and then just like 2 here. This one, again, isn't going to be as expansive as everything else, but it will be formidable, I guess. And then we'll just place some more of these. There we go. Like so. Good. And also, when I do like the too tall versions of these, it's actually mainly in creative. In survival, you kind of have to have the slabs because it keeps the monsters away. So that's kind of the thought process here. Okay, that's good. Huh. Then let's get this little bit. Good. Go down here. Grab some saplings. See, oh, we do have a lot of wood. Cool. Just one of these. Good. And sure, one of these. Fine with me. Throw you there. I'm actually really excited with how this is turning out. I do need to do something about this. Oh well. Right, we can place. I would love to place a cherry blossom tree right here. I think that would look great. Nope. And then I'm going to do this. Hopefully that'll give us a tall cherry blossom tree. Nope. Need one down. Oh, come on. Worked over there. Oh, hello. Actually, a low-hanging tree isn't terrible. Yeah, we may have some... yeah, I don't really like that. I thought I'd like it, but I don't like that. Oh, well, luckily it gives us plenty of blocks to work with. And saplings. Yeah, it needs to be taller. That's what's wrong with it. Oh, wow. Look at that. A lot of leaves. And because it would be nice to have the cherry blossoms fall in like this direction. I'm trying to figure it out. All right, then maybe we just have one over meow. Ah, but I would like maybe one right here. Or you look. Okay, that's better. I like that. Not too crazy. Not too imposing. And I don't know. We can put like a carrot right there or something. Oh. And then put one of these. Honestly, right here. Whoa. Look at that glitch. Haha. Yeah, something nice. And then put like a lantern or something over here. I think that'll look cool. And as for the ceiling in here, we'll just place some of these down. Hydrate them. And be on our day. Well, be about our day. I think that's the right way. Yeah, so, I mean, it's still a work in progress. I don't think I've bitten off too much either. So that's nice. I think doing these like one segment at a time makes the most sense to me. Go. We'll just fill these in. Again, as best as I can. Like, I want to have this covered so that, well, it's actually a part of the house. It seems like we're just working from the borders and then going in, which is fine, because one thing that's kind of challenging about modern interiors, well, I actually just said it, the interiors. The interiors are the hardest part. Not because they're unlivable, but because you have to get creative when you're trying to fill them out and furnish them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's really trial and error. But honestly, that's what makes the modern design so fun, is you get to experiment, you get to try things that sometimes you wouldn't think of. Let's do this. And then we'll place these like so. And I will try and finish at least this area first before we call it a day. Oh, and then we'll have to do the quick question. That's right. Cool. Man, this is looking good. All right. Let's just place all of these down. Normally I would just build it and hydrate it, but nah, this is okay. I'll just go here. Looks good. There's this. Perfect. I am liking the way this house is turning out, though. I think it's looking great. Again, I wanted to maintain visibility, but also keep like the natural hilltop of, well, the hilltop. So I think we did a decent job there. And like I said, you know, we did storage. So actually we did build a lot this episode. For being uncut, that we got a lot done. And that's also another thing that I like about like when I do the modern builds in the hardcore. I like that you can just kind of improvise. Now we have 2 storage rooms. One will be, you know, for more immediate storage, and then the down there will be backup. Which typically I do that, so I don't know why I started with the backup. Oh well. But then again, that also gives me much more of an opportunity to organize than before. So I'm happy about that. Go. Yeah, and then I'll do it out to this part. Cool. And then we can start filling in this spot as well. That'd be kind of nice to have a full working bedroom. And what the heck, let's finish this roof or ceiling. Yeah, the house is growing. That's good. I think next episode we should do some more adventuring. You know? I think that'll be cool. There we go. But I'm liking this area. It's looking nice. Nope, not what I wanted. And honestly, I always inevitably go to this route, using white concrete for the modern builds. It just looks so modern to me. You know, and you don't have to have a texture pack for it to look good either. I think that was always the biggest like issue I used to have before concrete was introduced. It was the fact that there wasn't anything that looked nice without a texture pack. And that's just because, you know, Minecraft isn't like a modern builder thing. Like, it's not geared specifically for modern builds. There we go. And we're, yeah, making some good progress here. I'm gonna clear this spot out as well, so this will be gone. We do need a large smelting area, so I think that'll be the next like building thing we do, is smelting. I want to get into potions. I also want to get into just general things that give me buffs in the world. So anything that helps me. But those are kind of like the specifics I'm thinking of for next episode. Well, the next building episode, I should say. We also have a lot of concrete that we still need to fill in out here. That should be... Okay, that's the entire area here. Let's just try and get as much as we can here. I do like this just being like a 3-wide hallway. You see that a lot in some modern buildings. But not this one. All right, well, since we're working on this, we can take these over. I don't know. Oh, stone. That's what I wanted. Yeah. Stone slabs. We're definitely going to need more than that. Run down and grab some. And we can put some of this into the deep storage. And I'll get some lanterns that we can hang up here. But for now, just do this. And then that. Cool. And then we'll work on the storage in here. I also... Oh, next episode, we can go into the nether. Well, I think... Yeah, well, I do want to explore it. Because that would help us with our lighting situation. Okay. Anyway. Let's go throw some of this stuff down here. And then grab some stone so that we can finish off with a nice roof and call it a day. There we go. Okay. Mob drops. Boom. Cool. Wood. Boom. Boom. This will be that building. Of course, we'll put these here. And then you there. Dirt. Grass. This can go in building. Stone. There we go. We'll throw those there for now then. We'll do one more. Then nature. Perfect. Wood. Just some more nature. Then we had glass here. Yeah, so this will make a lot of sense to have as our like deep storage. And I think all of that's good. Oh, yep, hold on. Let me just throw that there. We got what we need. We shall swim up here. We're using a lot of stone, but honestly, this probably isn't too much. And when you think about it, stay away from there. Go in here. And then we'll just use some dirt for the roof. Good. Then I'll outline this. And I don't know if I should. Well, yeah. Like, should I break this? I should. These leaves here. There we go. Not my best. I actually don't care. Like, not my best move, but I don't care. That looks good. Then we'll place you here. Oh, the sun's going down. Never mind. Like, if the sun's going up, then we'll do that. And then there we go. Yeah, and these just keep mobs from spawning on my roof. So I do the single thick roof because it doesn't make it look too thick. And I'd have to do it anyway, even if I did the double. I could light things up on the roof, but then it'd just be like, that doesn't look too good. So we do this. There we go. Nope. Oh, yeah. I can't sleep yet. That stinks. but we can admire what we built. I like it. I think it looks good. And I guess I destroyed this spot for no reason. However, we could use... I like to use pressure plates in areas like this. I don't know why. Call me weird. But it does look nice. And then we'll work on some hidden lighting and such. And also, is this still glitched? Okay, no, updated. And we'll put fish in here. Some lights. And so on and so forth. Oh, this is a really cool base. I'm loving how it's looking. Yeah. All right, let's build the rest of the roof. I did. Okay. Gotta make sure I put slabs there. Ah, nice. I like how pretty it looks. Then here. Ooh, will we be able to finish this out? I don't... Ah, just one off. That stings. But that's okay. All right. Look at that. Love it. We'll keep this here so it's somewhat safe. Then there. Temporary safety. But look at that. Now, where I put you here. Cool. I'm going to get the quick question for today, and then we can read it and then call it a day. And I'll respond to it. Well, yes, that was implied, Beanin. But yeah, everything's looking good so far. So let me get that quick question, and then we'll call it a day. All right, let's go sit in our new garden here to just read the quick question for today. The quick question of today comes from Low Expectations, High Hopes. There we go. And they ask, what was your favorite meme from high school? Mine was always the No You meme or any of the Filthy Frank iDubbbz memes. Now, I do remember watching those. I think in terms of like just funny, like really funny videos, it wasn't iDubbbz video. It was either Human Cake or Hair Cake or whatever it was. But those types of videos were always my favorite, where they just got together and did like really stupid stuff. And then I also enjoyed, in terms of like just meme wise, I'm trying to remember. Oh yes, the Curb Your Enthusiasm memes. Those ones were kind of the predecessors to like the perfectly cut screams and stuff like that. So the Curb Your Enthusiasm. There's also one that was like similar. It was like the that was probably bad, but if you know what I'm talking about. But I think so it's probably the Hair Cake / Human Cake video, whichever the title was. Cursed video, really funny though. Content Cops were also good, but that was kind of just more of like, I like the, I guess, internet drama aspect of it. And that manifests it now because I just watch like Penguin Zero all day while I work. You know, just kind of, I like just watching just the internet, you know, just seeing some of the thoughts. And honestly, that's kind of how I get my news now. Actually, I don't get my news like that, but that's how I'm aware of just like random events. But yeah, so Curb Your Enthusiasm. The other one that was similar to that, and then the No You meme. Yeah, that was about it. And then, yeah, I mean, it stinks too, because now you don't have too many like actual memes. It's just doom scrolling, and there's some memes, but at this point, it's just like all stupid stuff, like just things I laugh at. I'm like, that was so stupid. And yeah, I mean, again, 2016. It was a good era for memes. You know, there's funny. Of course, you had all the memes like that. Everyone was aware of, but like the what's it called? the B movie script. That was kind of like a meme. It was like, okay, it was funny, but that was like a meh. It was like a B tier or something. But yeah, I think any of those ones, and then some of the like related to iDubbbz memes. I know all of those channels kind of fell off. And one thing I actually didn't really care too much for was the Filthy Frank songs. I remember one of my friends in high school was like, hey, you know, Pink Season just dropped. And I went to listen to it, and I thought I was going to be like laughing until I was crying and just like, you know, thought it was the funniest stuff ever. But it was just like, meh. And for all of those who don't know, Filthy Frank is now known as Joji, you know, who wrote like Glimpse of Us. So crazy amount, but you know, everyone pivots. It's been about 10 years. So yeah, to sum up the answer to that, yeah, the Curb Your Enthusiasm, the one that was like that, and then the human cake / hair cake meme, and then any of those like stupid crazy videos that they got into. Outside of that, that was about it. Thank you for submitting the QQ. And of course, you know, if you just put QQ before your comment, I'll answer it as the videos go on. And there's no system to what I pick. If I just see a question that I think would be cool or I have an answer to on the spot, I'll usually just pick that one. But I just search it through keywords so I can always find them. So I will work to answer them. Thank you all for that. And I will see you in the next episode. Thank you all for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the video and continue to enjoy the content. Leave a like, a comment, or subscribe if you made it this far, and consider hyping the video if you think more people should know about this channel. A special thank you to our members. If you're a member, you'll receive early access to the videos, a shout out at the end of every video, custom stickers next to your name, and custom emojis, plus members-only Discord channels, and more as the channel scales up. Memberships are not expected, but highly appreciated, and I appreciate all of my viewers, regardless of how they choose to consume my videos. This has been Hardcore Minecraft. I'm Beanin'. Peace.